Rise and shine, McAllister. Hello and welcome to Harper Mountain Coffee House at 224 South 3rd Street in McAllister. Come have a cup of joe with us and enjoy the show. You're tuned in to Coffee with the Coach, brought to you by Tannehill Furniture, Dowdery Pharmacy, Reagan Auto, and Dobson FIBER. Live on KNED 1150 AM, 98.3 FM, as well as video streaming on YouTube. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, and tomorrow night marks the beginning of district play, as well as homecoming, as the McAllister Buffaloes welcome the Tulsa Memorial Chargers to town in the first matchup between the two teams since 2015. So be sure to come on out, be loud as it's homecoming, like we said, which is always an exciting night at the field. If you are absolutely unable to make it, you can listen on KNED 1150 AM, 98.3 FM, the KNED app, or online at McAllisterRadio.com. Again, video streaming near kickoff on the McAllister Radio YouTube channel, but we strongly recommend you come out and enjoy all the fun tomorrow night. All right, so we welcome to the show. We're going to start it off a little bit differently. It's going to be the players first, and then we're going to try to get Coach Mazey in the next three breaks right here. So we have a couple of Buffalo quarterbacks here, Lance Stone and Caden Luss, now next to me. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks for having us.
You doing all right?
Oh, yeah. Doing well.
Yeah? You got some drinks over here at Harper Mountain. You're ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we have a few icebreakers that I want to go ahead and start off with. We're start off some random quick fire questions. Let's start off with this one. What small animal do you think you could win in a fight using only your hands?
Oh, I go with an anteater.
Anteater, using only your hands.
I can take a squirrel. I'm taking a squirrel.
Have you seen a squirrel?
I
Some
think I can catch them. If I get my hands on them, they're done.
Some of them are vicious.
Squirrels are mean, man.
I know, but if I get my hands on them, they're done. I'm telling you.
Would you rather have a bionic arm, or rather bionic arms, or bionic legs?
I'm going to say legs.
I'm going to go arms.
Arms?
Legs.
Okay. On a normal day, how many pigeons do you think you could carry?
Pigeons?
Pigeons on a normal day. As opposed to a weird day, would you be actually carrying pigeons? If you're on radio, yeah, he's actually like visualizing holding the pigeons.
If I got them carried, I could put one in my hoodie. Actually, I'll fit I'll fit two in my hoodie.
You got the pockets too.
Two.
You got the hoodie pockets.
5, 6.
Lance is just visualizing it. He's using Caden as a reference.
I'm
I'm going to say 10.
10 pigeons. Lance?
I'll one up and go 12. I think I can carry 12.
All right.
One up. That's two up.
Yeah, 2 up, yeah.
All right. Here's another one. If you were a pizza topping, what would you be and why? I'm jalapenos.
Canadian bacon.
Canadian bacon.
I'm going to go pepperoni because that's everybody's favorite.
I like that. Another one. Here we go. Favorite smell? Yes, I said smell in the locker room.
Smell in the locker room. Oh, God, there ain't much good smells in the locker room.
This is our last one, and we'll get to the normal questions, by the way.
I'll probably go with the coach's office because it's the only place that smells somewhat okay.
Well, a place that doesn't stink.
That's all I think of in the locker room.
Coach's office usually has food, too, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Energy drinks, yeah.
There you go. All right, so we'll get to questions now in football, all right? Lance, we'll start off with you and speak on the obvious here. You had a scary sight in Shreveport. How are you feeling coming into this week?
I feel good now. I feel good. I'm out of protocol. Been out it since Tuesday, and I'm ready to play this week.
So, I mean, I hate to ask about it, but, like, what was that whole – I mean –
It was scary. It was scary. So I don't really remember, like, the first thing I remember is waking up, and – like, I was freaking out. I didn't know what was going on. And, like, I was trying to move my body, and I couldn't feel anything.
Yeah.
And so our trainer got me calmed down, and I finally got feeling in my hands and legs. And I was like, okay, I'm okay. Just had a bad headache for a few days.
That's wild, dude. It's your first year playing for the McAllister Buffalo varsity football team. In 2022, after you transferred in, so how's the transition been going from Texas over here to Oklahoma?
It's been amazing. Right when I got here, all the guys just embraced me, and I love it here. The team chemistry it's unmatched between us. I mean, we're so close knit together that we would do anything for each other, no matter what.
You see, do you see any? I mean, as far as like, I know it's weird to say because it's all the same sport, but is there like big differences between Texas and Oklahoma football that you've seen?
I'd say at the top, like the top teams in Oklahoma, top teams in Texas, they're comparable. But once you get into the medium and like the middle, like the good to average teams, there's just so many teams in Texas that it's hard for Oklahoma to compete. But the football here is not much different.
I mean, but y'all showed here in Oklahoma going down to Shreveport that y'all just hang with the best of them.
Exactly.
Caden, you've been the backup quarterback the last couple of years and played a major part in all facets of the game, like in special teams even. But what's it been like with you and Lance as the top guys under center week in, week out?
I mean, when we first started, I had to help him with some of the plays. He was new. He didn't know anything, but if I'm like gassed or he's gassed, there's always a guy that can come in, and I think like we're two different like he can run the ball. He's a big guy, and he can throw it too. We both was just dynamic quarterback on and off the field. I think we're pretty good, just coming on and on.
So compared to your first start that happened your freshman year, how ready were you for your first start of this year?
I mean, I think it helped going in that my freshman year, just because I wasn't like I knew what to expect, like the atmosphere, and I think I was ready for it really.
So you'd say that even in a game, I mean, you guys played Will Rogers and beat him pretty good over in that freshman year, but you think that experience prior really does help out when you get.
A lot. It did.
So that also goes into my next question for you. Do you think there's been a big change from going from underclassmen to upperclassmen in terms of leadership?
Yes, we lost a lot of guys last year that were big leaders, and we still got guys that were leaders last year, but our main leaders they went to college this year, and coming up as a junior and being the quarterback. And
he wasn't kidding. He was flying.
And being the quarterback, you got to step up and take leadership.
And I got a question now for both of you guys, because you say that both of y'all play offense and defense. So on offense, obviously quarterbacks, you played as a wide receiver last year. I saw you play a little bit of H-back. So and on defense, you guys linebacker, a little bit of a defensive back also. Question, probably know the answer to this, but which position or which side of the line of scrimmage do you guys like playing the most?
I'm going to say offense.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's tough for me.
See, because you're middle linebacker.
Yeah,
so
I've played both positions my entire life.
Yeah.
That's pretty tough. I honestly don't know if I could choose between them. I don't know.
See, I feel like I knew Caden's answer pretty easily, but like when it came to Lance, I was like, man, but he plays middle linebacker. He gets to hit guys.
Yeah, every play.
Yeah.
Every play.
So here's our final question, and it's always a fun one. With being quarterback, Peyton Manning's famous indicator word was Omaha. So if you were to pick a word for your indicator word, if you were given the choice, what would your word be?
Oh, God.
Something you got to yell out over and over again.
Okay.
Pizzazz.
Pizzazz. I was thinking Bazinga when you started the
Dude, I can't even think of one.
Oreos. I don't know.
We'll say you say Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops?
Talking about cereal earlier.
Fruit Loops. We're going to use 2 words for your indicator word. Hey, thank you guys. Good luck against Memorial on Friday.
Thank
you so much.
All right, again, those are Buffalo quarterbacks Lance Stone and Caden Luss now. You're tuned in to Coffee with the Coach. Don't go anywhere. We're going to speak with Coach Mazey about the game last week here in just a moment on KNED.
Since 1936, Dobson FIBER believes in delivering the latest technology to the communities it serves. That's why we continue to invest in our own all-fiber network to bring your business the fastest internet speeds available. You won't believe the speed and reliability that only fiber can provide. Plus, you work with local people who know your business with 24/7 technical support. Think Dobson FIBER for all your business internet and phone needs. Dobson FIBER, fast, reliable, local.
Reagan Auto in McAllister is now offering a winterized special, which consists of a coolant flush starting at $129.99 with a free battery check. Purchase a set of tires and ask about their complimentary alignment check and road hazard options. Stop by Reagan Auto at 306 East Wyandotte Avenue in McAllister or call 918-715-3236. That's 918-715-3236.
Dougherty Pharmacy at 622 East Wyandotte, formerly known as the Medicine Shop, offers free delivery in the McAllister area. We are a 340B pharmacy, and we are a compounding pharmacy as well. With all that, Dougherty Pharmacy also has fast, friendly service. We make it easy to fill your prescriptions. Drive up, come in, or let us deliver to you in the McAllister area. That's Dougherty Pharmacy, 622 East Wyandotte, McAllister. Dougherty Pharmacy is a proud sponsor of Buffalo football.
Tannehill Furniture and Mattress is proud to support our McAllister Buffaloes. For over 30 years, Tannehill Furniture and Mattress has been your one-stop shop for all of your furniture and mattress needs. Offering quality recliners, living room sets, bedroom sets, dining room sets, and mattresses, stop by Tannehill Furniture and Mattress today and make yourself at home. Tannehill Furniture and Mattress, 5 South 5th Street in McAllister. Go Buffs! Have a great season.
Harbor Mountain Coffee House has your coffee and tea needs covered. They offer a variety of espressos, frappuccinos, and drip coffee, as well as smoothies, chai teas, and an assortment of breakfast sandwiches and pastries. There's wireless internet too. Harbor Mountain Coffee House, 3rd and Wyandotte, McAllister. Open 6 a.m. till 6 p.m. weekdays, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Saturdays. Or visit us 7 days a week at Harbor Mountain To Go in Tandytown, or at our newest location at 418 B South Georgia Line Expressway, which is open 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. weekdays and 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. on weekends. For those on the radio, there was your Buffalo drive of the game for their 34-0 win over the Ada Cougars. It was the opening drive of the game that was 9 plays long, covering 71 yards in the span of 4 minutes and 33 seconds, capped off by that 38-yard touchdown run from senior running back Eric McCarty that overcame 4th and 5 and really set the tone in the game. So again, welcome back to Coffee with the Coach, brought to you by Tannehill Furniture, Dougherty Pharmacy, Reagan Auto, and Dobson FIBER, live here on KNED. It's now time to welcome the head coach of the McAllister Buffaloes, Forrest Mazey.
Glad to be here.
So it's been a hot one, hasn't it?
Yeah, this week's been a little tougher than most, as far as going from to what I think one extreme to the other, at this time of the year, going from, mid-80s.
Yeah, about mid-80s.
To 99, 101.
With humidity.
Yes.
Not fun.
No.
But let's go back to the week before last. Before we talk about the game this Friday, again, you had Potack 34-0.
Right.
What were your thoughts on the win?
Good win. I'd like to score 50 on it, but, it is what it is with the time. Yeah, you only can score so much within the amount of time. So I thought we dominated on both sides of the ball. Thought we dominated every aspect and made them go home and rethink what they're doing football-wise a little bit.
So it was your first shutout for the Buffaloes over Ada since 1979. I mean, the defense was just absolutely dominant.
Yep.
I think that over the last 2 games in the series combined, you had more offensive yards in the first half than they've had total yards in those 2 games. The first half of last game than they have had in the last 2 games combined. So that says a lot about your defense. What do you think made it so dominant against Ada?
I just think us putting in the work we put in and our expectations, when you invest what these kids invest in practice and what we ask them to invest, and it's not just every game means something. Every yard means something to them. Every yard given up, everything means something to them in a sense where other programs it doesn't mean as much to because you're not putting emphasis on it. So it's personal to the kids to give up not only points but yards even, So it's like I said, I think it's a personal issue with our kids because of what they invest.
So senior Chaz Bradley's had 3 interceptions in 3 games. What makes him such a weapon against offenses?
He's got good ball skills and good speed and good athleticism. I think he just puts himself in good position, when he does within what he's coached.
And also, we're speaking about, the running back group. We speak about it a lot, and Blaze Ball has really gotten better week by week by week. He showed off some power and speed in the backfield against Ada a couple weeks ago. So what do you think about the start that he's had to his season?
I think he's just now gaining the steam of what he needs, going forward for his senior year. Big move late in the summer for him, and some kids could fold under that, but he's able to rise to the occasion and do great things.
So now we have Lineman of the Week and Scout Team Player of the Week.
Ooh, Scout Team Player of the Week last for the 8 of the POTAC week was Tripp. It was Coach Smith's son and our volleyball coach. And then our Lineman of the Week was Zach Rogers again. So Rogers got it for the second time, going around. And, it's kind of going through all the linemen. All the linemen are doing a good job opening up holes, and we got to continue to get better.
All right. We'll sneak aside for a second time out. This is Coffee with the Coach inside of Harper Mountain Coffee House. We'll speak on Memorial next here on KNED.
Since 1936, Dobson FIBER believes in delivering the latest technology to the communities it serves. That's why we continue to invest in our own all-fiber network to bring your business the fastest internet speeds available. You won't believe the speed and reliability that only fiber can provide. Plus, you work with local people who know your business with 24/7 technical support. Think Dobson FIBER for all your business internet and phone needs. Dobson FIBER, fast, reliable, local.
Reagan Auto in McAllister is now offering a winterized special, which consists of a coolant flush starting at $129.99 with a free battery check. Purchase a set of tires and ask about their complimentary alignment check and road hazard options. Stop by Reagan Auto at 306 East Wyandotte Avenue in McAllister or call 918-715-3236. That's 918-715-3236.
Dougherty Pharmacy at 622 East Wyandotte, formerly known as the Medicine Shop, offers free delivery in the McAllister area. We are a 340B pharmacy, and we are a compounding pharmacy as well. With all that, Dougherty Pharmacy also has fast, friendly service. We make it easy to fill your prescriptions. Drive up, come in, or let us deliver to you in the McAllister area. That's Dougherty Pharmacy, 622 East Wyandotte, McAllister. Dougherty Pharmacy is a proud sponsor of Buffalo football.
Tannehill Furniture and Mattress is proud to support our McAllister Buffaloes. For over 30 years, Tannehill Furniture and Mattress has been your one-stop shop for all of your furniture and mattress needs. Offering quality recliners, living room sets, bedroom sets, dining room sets, and mattresses, stop by Tannehill Furniture and Mattress today and make yourself at home. Tannehill Furniture and Mattress, 5 South 5th Street in McAllister. Go Buffs! Have a great season.
Harper Mountain Coffee House has your coffee and tea needs covered. They offer a variety of espressos, frappuccinos, and drip coffee, as well as smoothies, chai teas, and an assortment of breakfast sandwiches and pastries. There's wireless internet too. Harper Mountain Coffee House, 3rd and Wyandotte, McAllister. Open 6 a.m. till 6 p.m. weekdays, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Saturdays. Or visit us 7 days a week at Harper Mountain To Go in Tandytown, or at our newest location at 418B South Georgia Line Expressway, which is open 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. weekdays and 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. on weekends.
Reagan Auto. Oh, let me turn that on. Reagan Auto, Dougherty Pharmacy, and Dobson FIBER. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, at Harper Mountain Coffee House on 3rd Street in McAllister. I'm live alongside McAllister Buffalo head coach Forrest Mazey, and tomorrow night the district schedule begins for the Buffaloes against the Tulsa Memorial Chargers. This is the 11th meeting between the two teams, but the first game occurred in 1970. After the Chargers won 4 straight in the 70s, the two teams waited 37 years to play again, and from 2010 to 2015, McAllister won all 6 games, averaging 52.5 points per game. The last time that these teams met was in 2015, where the Buffs won 22-2. Coach Mazey, it's time for Guess That Play.
Oh.
Yep. We go back to the district opener.
Am I 3 for 3 right now?
You are so far 3 for 3.
Okay, let's get it on.
I think this one's an easy one, though. We go back to the district opener from 2020, Bishop Kelly at McAllister. Again, I think it's an easy one.
Okay.
No score with 7:05 left to go in the first quarter.
McCarty to the right side, buck sweep touchdown.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's easy. I mean, there's only, 2 touchdowns?
Yeah, so I knew that one. Might as well play it.
Yeah, you might as well
That's
play
4
it.
for 4.
Let's go ahead. Yeah, there's the play. Buck sweep to the right.
Yep, touchdown.
Cuts it over to the left, straight up the seam.
Gets
It's
clipped
touchdown.
right at the end.
Yep,
touchdown.
Yeah, I
You guys
knew
gotta
it.
get a memory like me, boys.
I knew it. I knew that was easy.
I like it. Let's get it on.
So
That's 4 for 4.
4 for
Boom.
4. I didn't even say. I said 7:05, and you knew.
Yep. You said no score. I knew exactly. We traded over this right side. Boom, bring it. Touchdown.
Well, that was I mean, it was a kind of a rough start to the game. It started with the fumble. You guys got the missed field goal after a pretty much a goal line stand, pretty much, and then you guys go right down the field and score on them.
Good stuff.
All right.
Good stuff. That makes me happy. 4 for 4.
Gosh dang!
Let's keep it rolling.
I didn't have to say anything else. My goodness. All right. So, Coach, you're coming off the bye week. How's practice been? Obviously being hot, but the last couple of weeks.
Good. I mean, I think we're focused on what we need to do. Locked in. I mean, obviously every point matters now, and every game matters with district. I mean, it's coming up on a big stretch for us, you know, of the 7 games. So this is where the real season is right now before the post. So we got to make sure we take it a week at a time and make sure we don't get ahead of ourselves and do anything crazy and stay within ourselves, make good grades, keep our bodies healthy, and make sure we focus, on the task at hand.
You're speaking about keeping your bodies healthy and everything. We spoke with Lance in the first break and everything, says he's feeling good coming into this week. With the extra week of rest, you've gotten to rest again after 3 physical teams that you guys got to play. So how's everyone feeling coming into?
So far, I think we're really good. I'm really healthy right now. Nothing crazy other than obviously losing Reed for the season with his ACL. I mean, right out the gate. And it always seems to happen that way for kids for some reason.
It was Gage last year. It stunk for him.
It was like week 1. Yeah, it's unfortunate happenings, but other than that, we seem to be pretty healthy going forward, and just like to stay that way and keep that 52-point trend I heard about going there against Memorial.
So looking now at Tulsa Memorial, what do you think about the Chargers?
Man, they got right now. It's in a tough situation for Tulsa Public Schools and all the way around. To me, they've got athletes, everywhere, but can you keep them hooked up? Can you keep the grades right? It's all the external factors up there. It's not that they can't play football. I mean, you look out there a few years ago, they got the kid that goes to OU, D lineman, and it's things like that. So they've got athletes. If you don't play good football, they can get it out there to one of their good athletes, and they can go score just because of their speed and their athleticism. So you have to do a good job of making sure you align to all the formations they do, know their base run plays and pass plays, and make sure you execute at a high level so they don't get that opportunity to go score and stay within a game early. You want to try to put them, snuff any hope out early and quick. Because a team like that sticks around, that has athletes, is dangerous. So that's kind of what we're focused on, and keep playing our brand of football.
And you can speak about them having athletes. I mean, they've ran the state in basketball. I mean 6 out of the last 9 belong to them.
There's kids out there that are great athletes, and if they can get those guys corralled and on the bus, I mean, they've got some tools.
So we know going 1-0 is a goal for the team every single week. Just focusing on your opponent in front of you, not looking too far ahead. But, again, that Dell City game is next week, and it's been circled since the redistricting. So how do you keep your team focused on the task at hand instead of the task ahead? I just
do what we've always done. I mean, that's no secret, you can't get to one until you get through you're only as good as your next game, and the next game is Friday. So you can't have a slip up. You can't have a win by 10 points or 5 points. You want to win, great, but you want to try to get this one by 15 and make sure you do that and make sure you take care of your business.
All right, so let's kick off at 7 on Friday at the Hook. Be sure to come watch these young men perform and be early for the homecoming festivities as well. We're going to take a break. Coming up next from Harbor Mountain Coffee House on 3rd Street in McAllister, we'll have one final break with Coach Forrest Mazey, reading some of your questions. Don't go anywhere. You're on 1150 AM, 98.3 FM, KNED.
Since 1936, Dobson FIBER believes in delivering the latest technology to the communities it serves. That's why we continue to invest in our own all-fiber network to bring your business the fastest internet speeds available. You won't believe the speed and reliability that only fiber can provide. Plus, you work with local people who know your business with 24/7 technical support. Think Dobson FIBER for all your business internet and phone needs. Dobson FIBER, fast, reliable, local.
Reagan Auto in McAllister is now offering a winterized special, which consists of a coolant flush starting at $129.99 with a free battery check. Purchase a set of tires and ask about their complimentary alignment check and road hazard options. Stop by Reagan Auto at 306 East Wyandotte Avenue in McAllister or call 918-715-3236. That's 918-715-3236.
Dougherty Pharmacy at 622 East Wyandotte, formerly known as the Medicine Shop, offers free delivery in the McAllister area. We are a 340B pharmacy, and we are a compounding pharmacy as well. With all that, Dougherty Pharmacy also has fast, friendly service. We make it easy to fill your prescriptions. Drive up, come in, or let us deliver to you in the McAllister area. That's Dougherty Pharmacy, 622 East Wyandotte, McAllister. Dougherty Pharmacy is a proud sponsor of Buffalo football.
Tannehill Furniture and Mattress is proud to support our McAllister Buffaloes. For over 30 years, Tannehill Furniture and Mattress has been your one-stop shop for all of your furniture and mattress needs. Offering quality recliners, living room sets, bedroom sets, dining room sets, and mattresses, stop by Tannehill Furniture and Mattress today and make yourself at home. Tannehill Furniture and Mattress, 5 South 5th Street in McAllister. Go Buffs! Have a great season.
Welcome back to Coffee with the Coach, brought to you by Tannehill Furniture, Dougherty Pharmacy, Dobson FIBER, and Reagan Auto. Before we dive into some fan questions, let's look ahead at our broadcast schedule this week. Of course, we got McAllister against Memorial for homecoming this Friday. Kickoff at 7 p.m. on this station, KNED, 1150 a.m., 98.3 FM, online at McAllisterRadio.com, on the KNED app, and the McAllister Radio YouTube channel. Pregame at 6:20. Then on College Football Saturday, we have 2 games as Oklahoma State has their bye week. The Tulsa Golden Hurricane go into hostile territory to play the Ole Miss Rebels with kickoff at 3 p.m. Pregame begins at 2 on KTMC AM 1400 and 96.7 FM. Then the Oklahoma Sooners host Kansas State under the lights for the beginning of conference play on this station, KNED. Kickoff at 7 with pregame set for 5. Now, with all that said, we have Coach Forrest Mazey with our final segment this morning where we read off some of your fan questions. If you ever have one, DM us on Twitter at Buff Sports Radio or message us on Facebook at facebook.com/McAllister Radio. People were proactive this week. I didn't have to send out a tweet.
Nice.
Coach, let's get started with this one. Jim asks, if you had to choose hat or visor on game day, we've seen you wear both.
I usually do neither. Mm-hmm. I usually just go. So I'm not a huge hat or visor guy. I like visors in practice right now when it's hot, and I like hats when it's cold.
So when we've seen you wear hats, what's the decision-making process in going into wearing a hat?
Just random.
Just a hat, kind of.
Just a random, very random. It's usually a flat bill, so I'm that guy. It's weird.
Bobby asks, when you have bye weeks, how does practice differ on those weeks compared to game weeks?
Depends on who your next opponent is. To me, it feels like, if it's one of them games where you can get in a competitive edge, then we're gonna I say pseudo prep a little bit. Probably not quite as in depth, but get some base alignments done. And if it's a team where that is very basic and does basic things that we don't have to align to any crazy stuff to, then we try to work on healing, grades, a little reset before the grind.
Alana asks, in your years of coaching, what school did you enjoy the challenge of going up against the most?
Man, I tell you, I like playing more than anybody right now, and it's kind of I don't like this team at Coweta as a team. I really don't like, and it seems like the coach is a good guy, but I don't really like him. So.
It's been a pretty good last few years. I mean, you guys went in 2019. I mean, I still think that's when your season completely flipped around in 2019. You guys felt like you were hard to beat with anybody in the state.
Right.
And then 2020 they came in, got a close win, and then you guys took care of business last year. And what was 2-3? So that looks like it's a pretty good.
It's a good matchup. They jaw a little bit, they mouth a little bit. So does their coach. So I like to watch our kids go in there and physical those kids up a little bit.
I lost my mic there for a second. All right, let's go off the cuff here and turn on the mic. There we go.
Got you there.
I don't know what's going on. I had a problem with this in the game last week, too.
Yeah.
Michael asks, what is the first football game you remember going to?
Ardmore Durant as a third grader. So I go to that game. I sneak in the back there at Paul Laird Field in Durant. Because me and my friends did that. We just kind of snuck in. There's a hole under the fence back there by the old bathrooms at Southeast, so we kind of crawl under that. And I remember Ardmore looking like the Nebraska Cornhuskers. They were huge. They had white helmets with the red stripe. I don't remember any decals, maybe a number. I was just in awe after that. That was the best thing for me that I'd seen in a while. That was the first game I remember really going to, and Durant had this running back named Jamal Wilson, 95-ish, 93, so early 90s. He was a stud. I just remember that was a first game I'd watched and first game I remember. I remember watching, like I said, going out there and watching the kids walk out, and I was there early, so watching Ardmore walk out, that was just pretty cool.
That's pretty wild. It's crazy that some of the stuff you remember.
Deion Wiggins, it was the running back for Ardmore. I remember watching him in the state semifinals, state championship on TV, Channel 10. So I got 10 and 12, and it was snowing. And I think he's a Division III coach somewhere now, and I still haven't. I'd like to message him one day and tell him what kind of impact he had from afar, just me watching that guy.
That's awesome. And our last one, Seth asks, how much sleep do you get Saturday morning after game day?
Saturday morning?
Saturday morning.
Friday night to Saturday morning?
Friday night to Saturday morning.
Depends on where my kids play. If it's in Tulsa, probably 2 hours, 3 hours.
So you got to stay hooked up on the caffeine sometimes, right?
Yeah, I mean, just I'm awake. I mean, I usually go home. I'll fall asleep watching some film or just kind of decompressing a little bit.
Does being a dad kind of help out with that too, a little bit?
I don't know if it helps or hurts. I mean, because you have obviously your fatherly obligations on Saturday when both your sons play Little League football,
right.
And you go from 3rd grade to 6th grade. I coach the 6th grade group, and the 3rd grade group my other son plays on. So they usually play really early, and then we have a break in between. We go eat, and then we have an afternoon game, and then we come home. You'd have that one morning game. Well, when you have one kid playing, you get to come home, take a nap, lounge around. But the lounging's over on Saturday. So our weekends are pretty full, and there's not a lot of time for rest. So it just comes with the territory.
All right, Coach. Anything else you'd like to add before we wrap it up?
No, come out and support these guys. You only get a few home opportunities to support them, and big time for the Buffs. District time's here, and it's time to get it going.
That's right. Thank you, Coach, for your time. Good luck tomorrow against Memorial. All right, this has been Brandon Green with head coach Forrest Mazey. Until next week, same time, same place from Harbor Mountain Coffee House on 3rd Street in McAllister. Don't just have a great day. Have a Buffalo day, everybody.